All right, Todd Falcone here, and doing another little, in this case, a Zoom hangout with a friend that I actually met just a few months ago through my A-Team program. I run a quarterly accountability program, as most of you know. And during that experience, I found out that he was also utilizing what I teach in my recruiting professionals course and getting really great results with it. In fact, the results were so good that I asked him to get on video and just kind of share with you guys and chat with him a little bit on exactly how he's utilizing the information from the recruiting professionals course. So with me today is Jeff Morrell out of Colorado. Jeff, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, Todd?
I'm doing awesome.
Good.
So tell me a little bit about how you got turned on to that, and then what you're doing and the results that you're getting, and exactly what's happening with you with recruiting up the socioeconomic chain.
Sure. No, it's been really good. I'm in Colorado, like you said. I have a real estate business. Been doing real estate here for about 14 years or so. And so I think it's probably about a year and a half ago, maybe. I think online somewhere I ran across that program that you had. The Insider Secrets and the whole professionals thing. And I literally I've got a stack of business cards, that have picked up over just from real estate, from just other people, whatever, over the years. And they were just sitting here on my desk, and that's what the heck, let me get this program and just check it out, So, and to be honest, I mean, I'm busy, doing all my stuff, whatever. I bought the program and then, didn't do much with it. I mean, I listened to a couple of modules and I'm out and I'm busy and whatever. And I don't know, probably a year went by, to be honest. And finally, again, this stack of cards just kept building up, and I want to get rid of the cards. They're sitting here on my desk, just cluttering up everything. So I thought, let me listen to this thing, whatever, and started listening to it. And it's just been working. I've been going through the cards. I mean, and I got, all these cards here. I mean, a lot of realtors, but there's also, house cleaners, house painters, landscapers, roofers. I mean, all these different people, personal trainers, because I've been picking up cards now just everywhere I go and just sitting here using that program. And it's worked unbelievably well, I think it helps to, I mean, having a real estate background, I had a lot of those connections in there. So I think, I get it because I mean, I like the idea that I'm part of, I got it instantly, whatever. And it's just, I think that's the thing. I mean, we're seeing a lot of professionals join, our group, and even I think network marketing in general, because they get it, for the most part, it's just, they get it, you don't have to sit there and twist their arm and try and convince them why this is such a good thing to do, with a lot of them. So
yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that's the greatest discovery about recruiting up the socioeconomic chain is, wow, these people are successful for a reason, and because they take action, they get after it. They're good, solid communicators. They're responsible. They have all the qualities that we're seeking, for example, in a network marketing business. And they're actually pretty easy to find, and I'm sure you found very easy to talk to. When you say you've been getting really good results, tell me specifically, like what kind of results have you been getting in terms of signups and recruits and all that?
Sure. I mean, to be honest, probably for us right now, probably about 40 to 50% of everybody I'm showing it to, the thing we're doing, is they're signing up, they're joining, and out of those,
hold on a second. Sorry. So you're saying that 50% of the people that you're calling that using this technique and then meeting with, you're signing up about half of them?
Yeah. Yeah, that's been the numbers. I mean, I've been doing it now, like really working this now for I think I probably started doing this like in November of last year. So it's been, 4 or 5 months. I mean, it's, and I still got my list of people, my warm market and stuff. I haven't gotten through that yet. I've been doing this for 6.5 years as far as network marketing now. And I still got a long list of people to go, but with these people, yeah, I mean, I started working this in November, and I think it's going so well that I really haven't gone back to my warm list for a while, to be honest. I mean, just because of the way this is going, I'm just signing up so many people through this system. So, but yeah, about 40 to 50% of everybody I show it to right now is jumping in with us. So, yeah.
Wow. First of all, those are staggering results. That's amazing. Congratulations. And I'll say for the viewers real quick, those results are not typical. So those are really exceptional results. And, and I'm going to ask you something. So like when I make phone calls to professionals using the script, and I know the script because you use it every day, I get about, on average, 50% of the people that I call to say yes to being open to taking a look at a business. So if I called 100 people, 50 say, yeah, I'm open to taking a peek. And then, so in your case, I don't know, is that the same kind of averages that you're having in terms of open and interested, or what's the people that are open when you're asking that peak interest question?
It's probably about the same, to be honest. I mean, and there's a lot of voicemails you get. People are busy. I always leave a message, just like you teach on there. And not all those people call me back, which I don't get that. I mean, I know for me, when I was doing the real estate, it's like I call everybody back because
Yeah.
it's a client. But some of those people don't. That's just how it is. But yeah, the ones I actually talk to, it's easily that for 50%. I got 6 people I'm meeting with when we hang up the phone here today.
Wow. Okay,
it's all from that right there. I mean,
this makes me so happy. Obviously, I asked you to do this. First of all, I really appreciate doing this video, but it's important for people. I can sit here and talk about how great this information is and how useful it can be in your business. But I'm the guy that produced it, so some people are like, well, yeah, of course, the guy that's produced the material, he's going to say it's great. So, and it is. I mean, I know it's good, but for me, it excites me to hear you. And in the midst of 18, when I found out that you're recruiting like 10 to 15 people a month at the time, directly out of utilizing that recruiting professionals thing, I was like lit up. I'm like, I gotta talk to you. And then we fortunately we had a chance to meet in person and break together and have lunch. So tell me what you're actually give me a quick run through on, like, what are you saying and who are you calling? I know that you're focusing in your case on local, so run me quickly through the routine that you're doing.
Right. I am right now. And I know, like, when I listen to your calls and stuff, I know you're calling people all over the country, which I love that you can do that with this. I think for me right now, I'm just starting local. I like getting face to face with people. It just, just goes better. I mean, typically, but so yeah, I mean, I'll call somebody up if I'm calling, another realtor, whatever, or I don't know. I got a guy, I just signed up this guy last week, Tim Bruner. He's a realtor here in town. Called up Tim, had his business card. We'd never done a deal together. I just called him up, hey, Tim, this is Jeff Morrell. And I still have my real estate team going, so I'll mention that, so, hey, Tim, this is Jeff Morrell over at Cherry Creek Properties. Oh, hey, Jeff, how you doing? We'll talk. About 15, 20 seconds of kind of breaking the ice. How's your business been? How you doing? Whatever. And, hey, good, what can I do for you? Well, hey, Tim, real quick, the reason I'm calling, I've got a couple other companies here in town outside of my real estate business, completely outside, having a lot of fun with, doing a really aggressive expansion on one of them right now. And I got, a lot of small business people, a lot of realtors I'm working with. We're having a great time. Just got a quick question for you. Do you keep your options open at all to making any additional income outside of what you're doing with your real estate business? As long as it wouldn't hurt the business, in fact, it'll probably help it. And I found that little line right there. I heard you do that on some of the calls, and that made a big difference with this because, if anything's going to help the business they're in right now, I mean, a lot of people, like, again, who wouldn't say yes to that, I think, for the most part. And so it's been good. I mean, and there's those people that I found that are just like, yeah, I'm open. What do you got? Now I don't go into what I got. I just like, hey, what do you have? 20, 30 minutes we can get together for a cup of coffee. I just jump right into the appointment. There's been a few people, I mean, honestly, out of probably, oh God, several hundred of these calls now, I mean, easily over the last few months, there's been maybe 4 or 5 people that were, almost like, well, what is it? Well, it's a way to make some extra money outside of what you're doing. Well, you're not telling me what it is. I'm not going to meet with you if you don't tell me what it is. Hey, have a great day. Best of luck with what you're doing. I just get off the phone. I mean, because I got, I got a stack of people to go through, so it's just, I don't want to work with that person, and I found, and that's honestly, I thought that I'd get more of that, but it's probably happened. I could probably count maybe 5 times in the last 4 months of making calls like this where that's happened. Most people are either too busy, and they can't get together, or they're just so focused on what they're doing right now, or, they're, or they're open to it. I mean, that's kind of what I'm finding. And some is just like, hey, not right now, I mean, I'm so busy right now, but, I'm definitely open to ideas, why don't you call me in a couple of weeks, and then I'll call them back, and I keep track of it. I bought a call log to do all that stuff. So, yeah. So, but that's kind of the script. I mean, it's just really, I listened to your calls driving around in my car for probably 2 weeks, just over and over and over. I had them on my phone. I got headphones on while I'm here at home, and just listen to them. And then I finally just jumped in. Okay, I just got to do this, and started doing it. And honestly, the first 10 calls were, putrid. I mean, they weren't that good. I mean, it was, I was kind of fumbling around a little bit, but I think like anything, it's, you can't learn how to ride a bike by watching a video or reading a book. You got to get on the bike, and, you fall a few times, but then you get up and you get going and you get better at it and whatever. And I think that's what's happened with this. Now it's like I can do it in my sleep, because I've just done it so much. But like anything, you get better the more you do it. So.
Yeah, and the script is super easy, obviously, to memorize. And then, obviously, you had, with the live dials portion, listening to that over and over and over again and having a chance to hear kind of the tone and the pace in which I do it.
That
Obviously,
was,
that to
I mean,
be.
that was so valuable right there. I mean, seriously, whatever it is, 5 or 6 hours on there, but again, I just listened to that over and over, hearing you do it. And then, cause you get all kinds of stuff. I mean, everything that you dealt with in those calls, I mean, I've had some of that, but to hear you do it, and then you hear it so much, it's like, you just know how to handle these different calls that you get, so there's only 2 or 3 things that really happen on all these calls. It's really, it's pretty simple when you do it.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm just open to it. Yeah. I mean, I remember how I kept going even that very first day. I mean, yeah, the first, like I said, 8, 9 calls, a little kind of fumbling around a little bit, but I remember within an hour and a half, I'd set up like 5 or 6 appointments. You know what I mean? And I was excited. I'm like, wow, this is working. And then I go meet with these people and I show them what we're doing, and it's like, and they're signing up. I'm like, okay, I got to get more cards. So I pick them up everywhere I go now.
You haven't even gone into. I mean, you obviously you've gone through the course. The massive number of people that are available to you by doing online searches, which is something I teach in there. So you've got an unlimited supply. Fortunately for you, I mean, you got this great stack of cards locally, and the cool thing is beyond that, even after you run out of the cards, there's so many other ways to find people locally in your backyard that are professional. So.
Well, one thing just to share, it's here in my office somewhere. It's on the floor here somewhere. The other day I was in the grocery store and I'm walking out, and there's the rack of, here's the real estate magazines, all that stuff. And there's yellow pages there, and I picked up one. I mean, they're just free, and I grabbed one. I mean, in the last 5 years, I've just, it comes to my front door and it goes straight to the garbage. I mean, who needs the yellow pages? But yeah, but I picked that up and I'm looking through it. I mean, landscapers. I mean, there's 4 or 5 pages of them. I'm like, and then you just find them, go to their website, get a little bit more about them, and then make the call. And so, I mean, there's a never-ending supply of all these people that are, and so many of them, like here where we are, there's seasonal businesses too. Like I'm kind of backing up a little bit right now from the realtors, because here in Colorado, we're coming into our season.
Yeah.
May, June, July, August. I mean, there's a lot of them. They're going to be like this. I mean, focused. And I get it. It's the summer season, but there's plenty of other people out there that are, looking for work. Now, I don't know, that might be something in my own head that I just need to keep pushing past, because all 6 appointments today are with realtors. So, they're still open at this point to looking. So,
yeah, I mean, I realize that they're getting busier during this time of the year, but even during the hottest real estate markets, like I was living in California when we were having a massive boom in real estate, when real estate was skyrocketing before everything crashed, and people were still open and interested. So I've specifically with realtors, I've done it in really high peak markets. I've done it in low markets. And then, there's so many other professionals, obviously anybody who runs or owns a business, the level of responsibility that is, associated with that is so significant. They're ideal candidates for network marketing. And so many people, just don't look at those individuals as an opportunity. And so, one of the things I sought to do with the course is to help people understand how you look at something so that you look at it differently. Like now, like you picked up, like you mentioned, the yellow pages used to go in the trash. Now you're like, wait a minute, this is valuable to me again. This is a prospect. It's like when I drive by a for sale sign or I see some advertisement, I'm always looking. And to me, that's an opportunity where most people just drive right by it. Let me ask you just a couple quick final questions. So you're, how many people are you averaging putting into your business, would you say, using this method per month over the last few months? Like is it 2 a month? Is it 5 a month? I mean, what are you doing?
It's probably been, I mean, honestly, I think for us right now, I mean, it's at least 10 a month that I'm doing from this, and then there's a few others, now there's been a couple, I would say there's been a couple months where maybe it's been a little bit less, because I'm really trying to work with those people in and help them get it going. And, so, there's been a few weeks where the appointments off of those cards aren't as much, because I'm right now, for me, I'm doing between 20 and 25 appointments a week. I mean, I'm really going after what we're doing right now pretty hard, So, I mean, again, if it's a slower week, I'll jump on the phone and make these calls. Then there's other weeks where I've been there working with all these people that I'm, that are joining me and helping them get their business going as well. I'm working through those people. And so, but honestly, it's been at least 10 a month,
Wow.
this, easily. So it's been awesome.
Well, I love it, man. It puts a smile on my face to see you getting those results. This is such a powerful video for people to watch, because, you're hearing right now from somebody who is doing it. Now you understand the real value in actually applying it. And by the way, I mean, Jeff is doing it. He's doing, 20, 25 appointments a week. But the end result is he's sponsoring 10 or 15 people a month into his business. And if you're watching this and going, hey, where are all the good people at? How do I find good people? I would strongly encourage you to take the leap. And it really isn't a leap because it's been proven by me. It's been proven by hundreds of other people. I've done this for over 15, almost 20 years, that this is a method of recruiting and network marketing, beyond your center of influence in your warm market, where if you're looking to put good people in, it's my favorite way of recruiting. And I think the best part for me is you don't actually have to pay to generate these people. There's so many other things that you have to do. It takes so much time and effort and money to acquire them. You're able to acquire them for free. They're cool. They're fun. They're successful. And obviously they respond favorably. So, Jeff, I just, it was cool to meet you at lunch a couple of weeks ago and meet in person. And I just want to say congratulations again on the success you're having. My dog's out here barking. I'm sure that's being picked up on the mic, but that's what happens when you work at home. So,
if I can throw in one thing real quick, Todd, like one nice thing about this too that I found, and I think this would work for so many people. I've got other people on my team now that are starting to pick up on some of this as well. And I've led them to your website to, you got to get this program, kind of thing. But I think, I think I've got some credibility here in town with our real estate business. I mean, we were in the top 20 in town. People know who I am. But I will say this, like I'm dropping names like crazy because when I get some of these people, I think it takes the credibility of what you're doing up another notch because, and I'll meet with some different people. Our town here, Colorado Springs, I don't know, 350,000, but it still has a small town feel to it. A lot of, you run into people you know and whatever. But so I'm dropping names like, hey, so-and-so just joined me, this person, oh, wow, he joined you? Okay. Whatever. And I think that can work really anywhere. It starts taking your credibility up because you've got these business people that are joining you, whether they're doing a lot with your business right now or not. I got a lot of these people that aren't doing anything because they're so busy, but I'm still using them and using their names, and their names even are bringing in other people. You know what I mean? The credibility that you get with it because you're recruiting these professional people, not just a bunch of, whatever. We're showing everybody what we're doing, but again, it takes the business up a notch.
Yeah.
Just throw that in. And if I could just give a shameless plug here for the A-Team program as well, because I got to, because that was awesome. It was so great being a part of it this first quarter. I want to do it again. When you gave out your cell phone number to all of us, and I didn't over abuse that. I think I called you like one time. There was one day where using this program, it was one of those days, just nothing was going right. I don't know if I'm fumbling my words again and just, I'm getting all this pushback from people and it just wasn't going well. I just I texted you, hey, Todd, you got a second, man. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and we talked for a minute and it was good. And I just appreciated the fact that I shut it all off for a couple hours and went for a walk. I don't know, went to the gym, did something, and just, came back and started over the next day and it picked right back up where it has been, like in a good way. And I think it just helped having that, which, and I just want you to know, how much I appreciated that, because I know you're taking a risk and giving your cell phone out to people.
So, it's always on. So, yeah,
but thank you for that as well. Seriously.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And this is why I do what I do. It makes me real happy to see people get results. And that's exactly why I do what I do. So people will actually take the information and apply it. And when they apply it, they get results. The things that I'm teaching are all based on what I did in the field that worked for me. So, and we decided again to do, there's my dog again. My house cleaners are here apparently. So, I'm giving the cell phone out again. So that was a risk that I guess was worth taking. It was really cool for me. And I know this isn't about 18, but I was a little scared giving out my cell phone number to a couple hundred people, but the additional help I was able to provide and address and answer questions and just the additional connection with me and the crew, that was really cool. It was a little bit more work, but the reward was there. So listen, my friend, again, congratulations on your success. And I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to share with my audience and just, hear exactly what you're doing and how well it's working and keep on trucking and enjoy your day. And I will see you someplace soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much, Doug. Appreciate it.
Jeff, thanks so much.
All right.